So let's just come into comfortable seated position. Welcome to the session, everyone. Welcome to your Monday yoga. Just let the hands relax down onto the knees. We'll just start as usual just by drawing nice and tall through the spine, letting the shoulders just draw back and down. Take a slow deep breath in, slow deep breath out. Again, a slow deep inhale, slow deep exhale. And just allowing yourself this time for you to recharge your batteries. A little bit of headspace for you as well to carry you through the rest of the day. Let's take a nice deep breath in now, reaching the arms out and up. We'll interlace the fingers and just press the palms up towards the sky, lifting up out of the waist. Nice deep breath in. Exhale now, reaching to one side, just waking up the spine, coming back to the center, over now to the other side, and then again back to center. Awesome. Go one more to the other side. And again, coming back up, let the hands just drop to the knees. We're going to gently circle around. Good. Pressing the heart forwards and then just tucking the pelvis under as you roll back. And then again, rolling back. Nice deep breath in. And again, just pressing the chest forwards. Making the movements a little bigger as you go. Let's come back round the other way now. I'm a little bit achy today. My 200 hours students put me through my paces on Saturday, teaching me and the rest of the group their sequences. So I certainly know about it today. We did a lot of planks. They did awesome. Everyone passed. That's great. Coming back to centre. So shout out to them. One hand down, other arm reaching up and over, reaching into the fingertips. Lovely. And then coming back up. Reaching up and over, and then again back to centre. Let's do one more either side. And then again coming all the way back to centre. Good. Align the feet now so the heels are underneath the knees. You're going to flex the feet, toes pointing forwards, and just take a forward fold. So imagine both your legs are in pigeon pose. On that front leg, when you're in pigeon, we've got a nice little flexion at the knee there, and the toes are pointing forwards on the feet. So when we come forwards, we get a good stretch around the sacroiliac joints, into the piriformis muscle, giving the sciatic nerve a little bit of a stretch out as well, because nerves need stretching too. They're very elastic, they need a good stretch. Let the head release down, drawing the chin towards the chest, soften through the shoulders. Slow deep inhale, exhale. And then take your time now as you come all the way back up. Good. While you're here, take the arms up and over, breath in. Taking right arm underneath the left, bringing the hands together. Rounding the spine, tuck the pelvis under and just let the chin drop down towards the chest. The back of the neck is nice and long. Freeing up through the upper back. Deep inhale, exhale. Coming all the way back up. Reaching back with the arms, cactus arms. Give the shoulder blades a little bit of a squeeze as you lift the chin. And then releasing down. Changing now the cross of the legs. Other one in front. And then from here again, pressing into the heels, toes pointing forwards. Walking the hands forwards from there, breath in. Exhale, folding over the legs. Back of the neck again, nice and long. Shoulders softening down. Inhale, exhale. Walking again the hands, that feels amazing. Walking the hands back towards you. Every day I'm in awe just how good your body can feel. Reaching up, what a luxury. Taking left arm under right. And again, just letting the hands drop away from the face, rounding the spine a little bit. So opening up through the back of the heart chakra. So we think about it in the chest, don't we? But it runs all the way through to the back. Again, let the chin drop down, back of the neck nice and long. And then opening up, draw the arms back, open across the chest, lifting the chin. And again, releasing down. Let's come on to hands and knees now, over into a box position, dropping back into child's pose to start with. So let the hips sink all the way back, reaching with the arms, spread the fingers, and then just letting the head release down. Back of the neck again, just nice and relaxed. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, moving forwards. Transfer the weight into the arms. Drop the hips a little, and then bringing it back. So just working into the shoulder joint. Again, coming forwards, and then again moving all the way back. One more time, coming forward, load the arms, just switching on the triceps, the elbows are locked. And then again, pressing all the way back from there. Separate the feet, hip width distance apart. Coming up into downward facing dog now, pressing back. Heels sinking down towards the ground. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Elongate through the spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, so you can get a sense that you're feeling longer through the spine as you press firmly into the hands and drive the hips back. Let's come up now onto the balls of the feet, stretch into the toes, releasing down. One more time, again coming up, lift, and release down. Transfer the weight to the left foot now, right leg comes up. Be aware of whatever you've got behind you, TV or whatever. It's a bit hazardous, isn't it, yoga at home? Okay, one more breath, lunging forwards now with the right leg, foot in between the hands. Dropping the back knee to the ground, and then from here, just let the weight sink down into the left hand as you reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Opening again through the chest, into the thoracic region. Good, releasing down, let the elbows bend. So I've got my arms, just move back a little bit. I've got my arms on the inside of my right leg. And just let the arms relax a little. So then we've got more weight going down into the hip, getting more opening into the psoas muscle. Let's also turn the right foot out. So the toes are pointing out to 2 o'clock. And then maybe come down onto your forearms. Head again, nice and relaxed. So really opening into that right hip joint. Got a little external rotation going on in that right hip now. Any discomfort in the right knee. Turn the foot so the toes are pointing directly forwards and come back up onto the hands. Otherwise staying here, breathing into it. Okay, now we'll bring it back up, tucking the toes under on the back foot. Lifting the knee up, pressing back again, downward dog. Dropping it down, child's pose. So again, just reaching back from there. Arms reaching forward, spread the fingers. Draw the hands back towards you so there's a little bit of traction in between the hands and the mat. Soften the shoulders down. And again, release the head down too. Feel the space through either side of the ribs. Okay, pressing back again into downward facing dog. Again, just enjoying the stretch. Downward dog is fantastic for lengthening and opening the back of the body. So just enjoying that feeling. Coming up again onto the balls of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down. And you might find each time the heels, let's go again, lifting up. Transfer the weight forwards a little bit more this time, stretching into the joints of the feet. Exhale again, pressing down. You might find each time you drop the heels, they go a little closer to the floor. Mine are just about uncurling. Got very tight calf muscles. One more time, coming up. And again, releasing down. Transfer the weight now to the right foot. Left leg just reaches up, being mindful of what's behind you. Okay, and then again, just lunging it forwards. Okay, let's again just drop the back knee down, reaching up from there with the left arm. Feel that juicy rotation through the thoracic spine. Releasing down, the arms are on the inside again of the left leg. Resting onto the hands for a moment, see how that feels. Feel free to stay there. Otherwise, you could try just turning the left foot out a little bit to 10 o'clock and maybe coming down onto your forearms as well. Go into it with the same awareness you did on the other side. Sometimes one side needs a little more attention than the other, so never assuming one side's going to be the same as the other. Good. Again, just allow the hips to be drawn down towards the ground, so gravity just taking over. Ease off if you need to. Listen to your body. Okay, pressing into the hands now, coming up from there, tucking the toes under on the right foot, pressing back again into downward dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet out with Uttanasana, so we're in a forward fold at the back of our mats. Letting now the head release down, so the back of the neck is nice and long. Lift the shoulders away from the ears, but keep them kind of relaxed. Leave the left hand where it is. Feel free to bend the knees a little as you float the right arm up. You might find as you twist, your right leg starts to straighten out a little bit more and your left knee bends. That's absolutely fine. Okay, just switching up the sides now. Maybe a little bend in that right knee as you look out through the left leg, holding it there. Deep inhale, exhale. Releasing down, coming down into Malasana now. So nice deep squat, sinking down from there, nice and long through the spine. Again, let the heels sink down towards the floor. You know I've got funky calf muscles and ankles, so mine don't go down. But feel free to drop yours. Bring the hands again to the heart, drawing the thumbs in towards the breastbone. Press the elbows lightly into the elbows. So this is helping to stretch through the back of the pelvis. It's also helping to tone and stretch the pelvic floor, which is great for men and women to do on a regular basis. Okay, and then driving through the legs, we'll slowly bring ourselves up to standing. So take your time as you lift up. Take a nice deep inhale. And then let the heels sink down towards the mat, if they're not already. Okay, coming to the centre of your mat now, we'll just bring the legs towards one another, just dropping one arm down, other arm reaches out, nice big side bend, breath in, exhale. If you're ever feeling tight in the chest or difficulty breathing, just try some side bends like this, because it helps to stretch through the side ribs, obviously, but then that allows a bit more expansion of the lungs. Okay, sometimes the restriction is not, we're not trying, sometimes, it's easy to think, oh, we're not trying hard enough, breathe deeper, but sometimes you just need a bit of release, some physical release through the fascia in between the ribs. Again, breath in, exhale. Though you do a lot of strength work, you've got to do movements like this to balance it out, otherwise you do get very tight through the torso, affecting your breathing, then affecting your nervous system and mental state, etc. One more breath there. Okay, and then coming back to centre, releasing down. Let's take the feet nice and wide. We'll just do a little standing flow. So, let's come into Virabhadrasana 2. So nice and wide on the feet. Reaching out with the arms, turning the right foot out, lifting the left toe, turn that away a little. Breath in. Exhale, sink down. Bend deeply into the right knee as you press down into the back foot. Good. Take your time now as you come back up. Bring the hands into Anjali Mudra. Reaching out. Come down. Again, drawing up. One more time. Again, reaching out. Lower. Inhale, lift Trikonasana. Reaching out with the arms. Exhale, turn the arms. Left arm up. Good. Make space through the joints. Maybe bring your gaze up towards the hand. Or maybe not. Okay, reversing the arms now. Take your time as you come up, just reaching up with the right arm. Left hand is just relaxed down onto the back leg. Inhale, back to centre. Let's take a nice wide leg forward fold. Again, this is wonderful for opening up through the back of the hips. Turning the toes in a little, heels are wide. Press the hips forwards to start with. Exhale, hinging from the waist. Let's bring the hands down. Hands under the shoulders, again pressing back with the hips. Elongate through the spine, so imagine you're being gently stretched from the tailbone through to the crown of the head. Again, shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Zip up the core, lift the pelvic floor. So if you imagine the underneath of your pelvis right now. It's shining back behind you right now, yeah? And then imagine just closing up the pelvis by engaging the pelvic floor. Okay, so there's no, as Mukunda Stiles used to call it, fantastic Ayurveda teachers, no leaky buckets. I know what he meant. I know what he meant. So we're keeping the energy in, using our bandhas. Bringing hands onto the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. Bringing their feet back together. Release the arms. Take a moment into Tadasana. Okay, let's step wide again. Virabhadrasana 2, left side. Lift the right heel, turn that away. Spin from there, the left toes all the way out. Hips nice and level. Reaching out with the arms, breath in. Exhale, sinking down. Awesome. Get that tailbone drawing down towards the mat, nice and firm through the feet. Okay, let's take a breath in now, coming up, Anjali Mudra. And then again, reaching out, sinking back down. And again, drawing back up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Hold it there, triangle pose, reaching out. Turning the arms, Trikonasana. Again, nice and long through the spine, open across the chest. Rest your gaze wherever feels good on your neck. Deep breath in and out. Wonderful. Take your time now as you again come all the way up. Inhale, reversing the arms, sweeping up from here. Again, softening the shoulders down. And then take your time. Inhale, back to center. Hands to the waist. Again, just turning the toes in a little. This time when you fold forwards, either bring hands down to the ground or sweep the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, open across the chest. This is a shoulder extension. And then from here, fold forwards. If you've got the arms behind, pay particular attention to the neck. You need to have the neck relaxed. Otherwise you can jam up through the back of the neck, okay? I'm going to bend my knees slightly because that feels good for me today. Feel free to join me on that. Otherwise, for a deeper stretch in the hamstrings, lock the knees out. Okay. Again, just taking 2 more breaths there. And then just let the hands come onto the hips. Bend the knees now and roll on up through the spine. Just rolling up nice and slowly. Again, just releasing the shoulders down. Let's bring the feet back together. We'll come into a balance now. Let's go into just a simple standing quadricep stretch. And then those of you that want to take it further into dancer's pose, you can. Excuse me. Okay, so from here, right foot comes up. Just reaching around the outside of the ankle to start with. Now, as soon as you bring the foot up, the right hip will try and drop. So let's just draw that hip up, yeah, so the hips are nice and level. That means less strain in the sacroiliac joints because now they're even. Reaching up from there with your left arm. Okay, now draw that right heel in towards the bum and just let the pelvis tilt forwards a touch till you feel more stretch into the psoas muscle, into the hip flexors. The psoas makes up part of the hip flexors, but not all of them. You can either stay here or start to kick back and up with the right leg as you reach forwards with the left arm. If you really feel like a good stretch, then flip the hand around, the right hand, so it's on the inside of the right foot. And that way you can get a little more external rotation through the right hip and a slightly deeper back bend. Okay, how are we doing? Let's take 1 more breath. Take your time now as you come up and just plant from there the right foot down, relaxing through the left arm. Excuse my breathlessness, it's this cold that's coming on. Okay, so from here, let's try the other side. Might lie down after this. Okay, bringing the foot up. She says, with a 3-year-old in the house, it's not going to happen, is it? Sometimes just the thought of a lie down helps me, you know. Okay, so again, hips nice and level. Reaching up from there with the right arm. Again, lifting nice and tall. Tip the pelvis forwards a little as you bring that left heel in. Okay, hold it there. And then maybe start to kick back and reach forwards if you're taking that a little bit further. Option, of course, to flip the hand around, palm facing out. Seem to kick a little bit higher. Do what feels best for you. Okay, one more breath. And then take your time again to come back up from there. So that's our standing postures down. I'm going to wind it down on the floor now. So let's just come to the top of our mat. We'll have the feet apart, just change it up a bit. Bend the knees a little, reach the arms back, press the hips forward as you reach up and over. Exhale, sweeping forwards, bend the knees, hands drop down. Moving back into plank position now. Hold it here. Okay, let's just take a little turn to the right. So balancing on the right hand, my left leg is in front of the right as I reach up from there with the left hand. Good, changing sides now. Again, coming up nice and strong through your center. One more breath. Releasing down, press back into downward dog. And then just dropping knees down to the ground. Take a breather in child's pose. You might like to just let the arms rest back this time. It's quite nice to do that sometimes. And then just let the head relax down onto the floor. Curling back up through the spine now. Nice deep breath in as you lift. Okay, coming over onto our backs from there. So just bringing yourself down nice and gently. Draw the knees in towards you. Wrap the arms around the legs. Shoulders softening down. Back of the neck nice and long. Okay, taking hold of the right big toe now as the left foot relaxes down onto the ground. Start to kick up from there with the right heel. If it's difficult to reach the foot with the hand, just take the hands around the back of the leg. Again, pressing into the heel, shoulders just relax down into the ground. Good. If you want to take that further, of course, you can have the left leg relax down to the floor. Good. Again, let's take 2 more breaths here. Bending the right knee now, take the hands around the right shin. Hug the leg in and then just take it slightly out to the side. Okay, again, slowly inhale, exhale. And release. Let's change sides now. Left leg up, right foot relaxes down onto the ground. Again, pressing into the heel, draw the toes back towards you. You might like to again just relax from there, the right leg down. Just do what feels best for you. Make sure the back is supported, lower back relaxes down into the mat. Inhale, exhale. And then from here again, bending the left knee, hands around the shin, and just drawing the leg in and slightly out to the side. It's a lovely release for the lower back, this one, and the glutes. Okay, placing the feet now flat to the floor. Let's just take the feet a little wider than the hips. You've got a nice wide base, so the outer edges of your feet are just meeting the edge of the mat. We'll drop the arms back, cactus arms, palms facing up. Tilt the pelvis back now, so scoop with the hips. Start to slowly peel the hips and spine up away from the floor, and then slowly rolling it back down. And then again, slowly lifting up. Again, reverse curl the pelvis, lifting from there. And then again, releasing all the way back down, drop the hips. Let's do it one more time. Again, curling the spine up, lift, hold, and again, releasing all the way down. Good. Draw the knees in one more time. Wrap the arms around the legs. And then just coming into a 2-minute Shavasana or thereabouts. Rest the legs in towards one another. Hands maybe rest onto the abdomen, pelvis, or from there you might like to have the legs straight onto the floor. Maybe let the arms relax down by your side. Whatever helps your body feel relaxed is fine. So again, slow deep inhale, slow exhale. Allow the whole body to soften and relax. Allowing the face to relax. Let the jaw relax. Slow deep inhale, slow deep exhale. With each breath out, see if you can let go of a little more tension. Start to feel the body softening. So just bringing that conscious awareness to every corner of your body. If your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the breath. And then see if you can just extend the exhale a little as well. And you might notice as you inhale, it's a slight expansion of the body, and then maybe the energetic body as well. And then a gentle drawing back in of the energy and the physical body as you exhale. And then just wakening the body again. Of course, if you can stay there a little longer, even better, but otherwise just stretching into the fingers and the toes. Stretching into the arms and the legs. Bending the knees, just rolling over onto your side. And then just taking your time to come all the way up to sitting now. So just coming all the way up. Good. Keep the gaze soft or the eyes closed. Maybe let's bring the hands together, rubbing the hands. And then just let the warm hand rest onto the eyelids. Allowing the hands to just drop away from the face. Bringing the hands to the heart, letting the chin drop down. Thank you everyone, namaste. Thanks for joining me today.